What is going on, guys? Pat Damiano here, coming to you from the garage once again, and today we've got an awesome full body strength and conditioning workout using just kettlebells and your body weight. Now, today is everybody's favorite day of the week. That's right, it is another double complex day coming at you, and this one's going to look just a little different than the ones you may have seen before. And judging by the class that I taught yesterday, I have a feeling it's going to be one of the hardest double complex days that we've had in the mix so far. So I'm kind of, sort of, not really excited for that part of it. Either way, I think it's going to be a great workout. Now let's head to the whiteboard and talk about it. All right, so here's what we've got on the menu for today. Now, real quick, it is April 10th, 2025. If you are watching this and you are on Project Bellplex, get familiar with this workout because you're going to see it pretty soon. And if you're not on Project Bellplex, what are you waiting for? All right, I'm not going to go into the whole sales pitch. Just go ahead and click the link in the description below. Everything that you need is right in there. Anyway, let's get into this workout. So like I said, this is going to look just a little bit different from other double complex days. So first complex that we are doing is going to be by itself. It is starting out with 5 rows, 5 squats, and then 5 push rests. That's going to be single arm. So as soon as we finish all of that on one side, we're getting right into the other side. Both sides of everything is going to be one set. You're going to do one set every 2.5 minutes. So we're setting a little bit of a clock on this one, going to push the pace just a little bit, and we're doing 5 total sets. So what that means is if 5, 5, 5 on one side, then 5, 5, 5 right in the other, all of that takes you 45 seconds. You get 1:15 to rest. If it takes you a minute, you get a minute rest, and so on, all right? So every 2 minutes going through this, we're doing that 5 times. Then we're going to take a little bit of a breather, and then we make our way into a nice little conditioning part, all right? So second complex is going to look like this. 10 swings, so now we're getting 2 hands on the bell, all right? So 10 swings, 8 two-handed cleans. If you don't know what those are, you'll find out, and then 6 thrusters. So this is going to be with 1 kettlebell, and I'll show you, or 1 kettlebell, 2 hands on the kettlebell, all right? So I'll show you what that looks like. That is going to be done as a complex. So you do 10, 8, 6 without putting your kettlebell down, all right? Then take 10 to 15 seconds, drop down to the floor, 20 single leg V-ups. That's gonna be 10 on each side. And we're gonna keep rolling through that for 9 minutes, okay? We are doing this as a 9-minute AMRAP. So we are not gonna be pushing the weight as aggressively or as much on this second complex. Going to be kind of pushing the pace a little bit. Find a weight you feel comfortable staying with for the most part throughout the 9 minutes, and then just stay there, all right? Now, after we finish this 9-minute AMRAP, we are not done. So like I said, this is going to look a little different today. Double complex days usually just have 2 parts. We are heading into a 3rd part for this workout today, which is going to be a surprise finisher. I can't give everything away to you at this point, so you're just going to have to stick around and find out what this looks like, all right? I promise you, it's probably going to be the hardest part of that workout. Can't wait for it. Anyway, this is our workout. Let's get warmed up and let's get into it. All right, so I'm about to get into this first part. Just a quick refresher. We're going single arm, 5 rows, right up here, 5 squats, 5 push press, right into the other side, rows, squats, and push press. Then rest for the remainder of the 2 minutes. We're doing 5 sets, all right? I'm starting nice and light, kind of treating this as an extended warm-up. I'm gonna crank up the weight as we go through this, but first set is going to be at 53 pounds, 24 kilos for my non-Americans. We're getting started with the first set in 10 seconds. Now 8. Ready, 3, 2, 1, here we go. Elbow in nice and tight. Right into the other side, no time wasted. Getting on that squat, we're keeping that elbow in nice and tight, almost against our ribs. Squats are getting nice and low. Same thing on that push press. Elbow stays in, dip drive, press up to the ceiling, bring it right back down. 5, perfect. So that took me 50 seconds. I got a minute and 10 rest before going into set number 2. But I'm not gonna show you that. I'll see you at set number 3. Okay, set number 3 coming up. Bumped up for the second set and for this set. 70 pounds, 32 kilos for my non-Americans. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, here we go. Okay, this is getting a little spicy. Here we go. Oh. All right, just about a minute. That should be about where you're at. Roughly a minute of rest in between each set. Whew, all right, we got 2 more. Why don't you stick around? I'll show you both of them. Okay, that rest is getting shorter and shorter by the round. We've got 15 seconds up to 80 pounds, 36 kilos for my non-Americans. Real quick, if you get heavy enough and on the squat, you need assistance with your other hand, or on the push press, you need assistance with your other hand, I am okay with that. Ah, shit. All right, here we go. Clock's yelling at me. Okay, shit. Oh, oh, Jesus Christ. Well, we still got to go off for this last set. Let's do it. All right, it's getting a little hot. Last set coming up. On this last one, if you're really pushing the weight and you need an extra 20 seconds when that clock beeps, like I'm gonna do right now, then take it. You don't have to worry about the next set. So, whew, give me a sec. Jesus Christ, I'm pushing myself here. So we are up to 88 pounds, 40 kilos for my non-Americans. I am going to need a little assistance from my other hand for this set. So you see what that looks like. Oh God. Oh. Oh. Holy shit. That was hard. That was really hard. Okay. Give that one a shot, guys. Jesus. That was tough. Okay. Before we do that, I'm going to take a few minutes before I get into that next part. Whoa. Okay. Before we go any further, Do you want to build functional strength, conditioning, and mobility using simple to follow and time efficient workouts? Because if you do, then you don't want to miss your opportunity to save 75% off your first 4 weeks of training. Go ahead and click the link in my description below and claim your discount today. 40 minutes a day, 4 times a week is all you need, and the best part is you can do it at home. Okay, rested a little bit longer than I would have liked to after that. Those last 2 sets really got me. So into the second part, again, 9-minute AMRAP. We are doing 10 regular swings. So right here, 10 swings, then 8 two-handed cleans. So right here from the ground, up, catch 1, 2, up to 8. Then our thruster is going to be just like this. Squat down, press up, 6 of those, okay? Then we make our way down to the ground and we're doing 20 single leg V-ups. If single leg V-ups are too hard for you, you can do sit-ups or some other ab exercise, as long as it keeps you moving, okay? So goal is to continue to move on this one. 9 minutes. I'm starting very conservative with a 62-pound, 28 kilo for my non-Americans. Kettlebell on this one might increase. I might not. I'm pretty tired after that first part. What am I doing? 9 minutes. Whew. I'm not gonna take you through this whole 9 minutes, but you're gonna watch the first set with me. Let's go. 8, nope, 10, 8, 6. 2, 1, here we go. Eight, catch, leave it here. Six. Whew. I'm starting to figure out why my class was dying yesterday doing this workout. Okay, single leg V-ups again, 20 total, 10 on each side. 1, 2, oh, real quick, single leg V-ups. Get your lower back off of the ground. This is a single leg V-up, okay? This is not. This is you just laying down, lifting your leg up, okay? That's 8, 9, 10, 11. Whew. Okay, 90 seconds is 1 round-ish. Take a little breather, we're gonna get back into it, all right? I'll see you in a little bit. Okay, good timing. Time for just about 1 more set. Let's do it together. Also went up, so just had to show you guys that. 70 pounds here, 32 kilos for my non-Americans, just going up for the last set. I stayed at that 62 for most of the workout, or the entire workout until now. Okay, here we go, come on. Whew. All right, let's do these. Let's bang it out. Come on. All right. Few more, come on. 8, 9, 20. There's 11 seconds left on the clock. I'm calling that 9 minutes. That's a wrap on that part. But don't forget, we are not done. Surprise finisher. Surprise for you. Not for me. I know what it is. All right, so what is the big surprise finisher? So we got 2 exercises, kind of 3. So we're going ballistic rows to start. So ballistic rows right here, row up, let go, catch. Let go, catch, okay? Kettlebell should float for a second, then you go and catch it. You're not rowing up, transfer, and down, right? Let it float for a sec, and then up. After that, other exercise is going to be cleans. You can either take them from the ground, like you see me doing here, or you could swing it in between your legs. Whichever one's gonna make you not bash your wrist, shoulders, elbow, and all this stuff, okay? Either variation is fine. So those are the 2 exercises, ballistic rows and cleans. The way it's gonna work, 30 seconds of work, followed by 30 seconds of rest. So you would do ballistic rows for 30 seconds, rest for 30 seconds, 30 seconds of cleans on one side, rest for 30 seconds, 30 seconds of cleans on the other side, rest for 30, and we go back to the top. We're gonna do that for 3 sets, all right? So straight through, just like that. Judging by my class that did it yesterday, I'm going to be starting pretty conservative and not going too heavy on this. I've got 53 pounds, 24 kilos for my non-Americans, and we're gonna get after this one. This one might get tough, guys. So make sure you chalk up and be efficient, right? Not expecting you to do 8 million cleans in 30 seconds. Stay moving, stay holding on to that kettlebell. 10 seconds. Don't worry, I'm not gonna take you through the whole thing. Let's do the first round together. Here we go. Here we go. Oh God, we still have 10 seconds left. Holy shit. This one is going to torch the grip. Oh yeah, biceps, arms, shoulders, lats, all that good stuff. This is gonna be good for that. All right, so we got 20 seconds. Again, it doesn't matter what side you start on for the cleans, but you're staying on one side for the full 30 seconds. Here, 10 more seconds. Let's get some chalk going. Efficiency here, all right? You're not gonna be super speedy and powerful. 2, 1, here we go. I'm gonna be swinging. You need a rest, you rest right here. Woo! Yep, that'll do it. All right, other side. Again, if you feel like you've done a lot of swing in this workout, maybe your back might be a little tight, whatever it is, take your cleans from the ground. That would be my recommendation. It is the simpler version in terms of not hitting your wrists as much, and it'll also take a little tension on your back if you need it, all right? 5 seconds, other side cleans in 3, 2, 1, here we go. Whoo, yeah. All right, that'll do too. All right, we got 2 more sets of that. This is gonna be good. 2 sets, I'm gonna do them by myself. I'll see you guys later. All right, guys, that is a wrap for that one. That was a tough one. That was a nice little finisher. You could add in to the end of any workout, really. Definitely an upper body workout. If you are someone who still kind of separates your workouts in between upper and lower body and stuff like that. Either way, awesome little finisher. Heart rate got up, tons of muscular endurance. All you need is 1 kettlebell, bunch of good stuff. If you got through this workout, I'm proud of you and I appreciate you sticking around. And I will definitely see you in this kettlebell workout right here that you're gonna go check out right now. I'll see you there.
Yeah.